Haley last. Toni, it's going to do you last because of the alphabetical order. So let's get her in first. She'll sit right near us. How are you doing?
I'm doing good. How are you?
Is the outside shot, all those shots are going well these days?
Yes.
I wrote down what I think about these girls, what makes me think about them when I get their name. I put with Tamara Thorpe, she's like T.J. Warren at NC State, kind of a girl that has to run the whole team. For Kelly Lomax, I put low right block. For Kanane, Elise, I put free throws. For Haley, I put she runs the team. For Morgan, I put free throws, outside shot. But for you, I put pure shooting and getting off to a good early start in the games. What's one of those keys that you usually do to get off to a good start early in the game?
Well, I usually set up on the left-hand side to get
I thought about that left because you're left-handed, right?
Yeah.
I've noticed that your free throw shots too, yeah.
Yeah, and Morgan normally hits it to Hunter, and then we just have this play. I just break to the basket, and I just shoot.
Hunter is like the train station. She doesn't look to do a lot of things, but she gets to that post. She kind of sits and waits for that ball, and she sees you girls as a cutter, and she gets you the ball well.
Yeah, she's a great passer. Yeah.
It's kind of good to have a player like that on the team because you got a lot of girls that can score, yourself and Haley, and then you look at Morgan, but kind of an unselfish player like Hunter is a good girl to have around.
Yeah.
What's been the key to this team's success? I mean, all you young kids have been together now for a couple of years and just been very successful.
Probably communication, and we just never give up no matter what. We're always hustling, and even on practices, we're always giving it 100%.
A lot of hard work. What about how far can the team go? I mean, you're unbeaten right now, and I may be wrong, but the competition is going to be good out there, and you can't let up any night. There's a chance you girls could go a long way. How far do you think you could go?
Well, I know that we shouldn't lose a game until states, and if we just work together as a team and we're not selfish, then we should go pretty far.
Would you love to play a team like a Dudley? I know that probably comes up occasionally because they're a local team, but you won't see each other, I think, during the regular season. What about a team like Dudley? Would you like to face a team like that in the playoffs?
Yep, sure.
Be a good battle.
Yeah.
Love that kind of stuff. Southwest Guilford's a good challenge. I know tomorrow night you got High Point Central. Is that right?
Yeah.
Nothing against High Point Central. I think you'll be, I'm not going to say you guys will be at about 100 points. You'll be okay in that game.
Yeah.
But the Southwest game next Friday night, I think it is. Is that right? Next Friday? That's going to be a good challenge.
Yeah.
But they're not as tough as they were last year, though.
Yeah.
Different there. What do you got to do to keep your game at the higher level every game? Well, sometimes the competition might not be so tough. What do you do then?
Well, most of our players, like our top players, haven't really been playing half the game lately. So we just have to work extra harder in practice because that's where our hardest competition is coming from.
That's neat. That's kind of interesting because, like you say, sometimes your best challenge might be against your teammates in practice.
Yep.
And you got to make sure everybody's pushing each other hard all the time too to keep getting better. Memories of the Hayco tournament. What kind of memories from there for you? I know they're all good, but any particular memories you might take away from there?
Well, I remember when we played GDS, I had a really good game, and the first game was okay, and then I just had a terrible last game.
That's the good thing about making the all-tournament team. I think if you can have a good start to the tournament, you got a good chance, and plus if your team wins a title, you're going to get more players on that all-tournament team. And that means a lot, right, making this all-tournament team?
Yeah.
As a junior, too, correct?
Yes.
A lot of juniors on this team. How long have you girls been buddies, been friends, been knowing each other? How long has that been going on? Forever?
Yeah, basically. Well, we are called like the Fab Five, all of us juniors.
Yeah.
And 4 of them played with the Gators like ever since they were little, and I just came on the team 2 years ago because it was more convenient because I used to play with the Vipers in Lexington. So, but I've known them since middle school, so we've all just bonded together now.
Who would, I mean, you got to hit us with this. Who would be the Fab Five?
Savannah Nice, Catherine Moore, Morgan, Haley, and me.
Wow, that's a great group. If you were not to win a state championship before you graduate, would that be a little anticlimactic? You almost feel like you girls need to win something big like that to make all this be worth the time, I guess.
Yeah, I think we have a good chance of doing that.
Coach Joyner, what does she bring to the table?
What do you mean?
As far as her leadership, as coaching and stuff, what does she bring to you young ladies?
She pushes us really hard, and she's always has a positive attitude towards us.
Now, you were with the Vipers, the other girls were with the Gators, maybe?
Yeah.
Was it tough to say you were a Viper girl, they were Gator girls? Did it take a little while to mesh the two styles of play that maybe were on the AAU teams? Is that different?
No, we just automatically we just played really well together. So.
Who's the unsung player on the team? Maybe one of the players on your team that get a lot of publicity, but really battles. I could think of one. There's probably some others too. Who would you say is the girl maybe doesn't get the name in the press sometimes, and maybe doesn't get her name called out? Maybe it's the others, but tough player, works hard. Who would that be?
Hunter's been getting a lot of like rebounds lately. Like since the beginning of the season, she's done a lot better than she has in the past years.
She's improved a lot, yeah. She still doesn't look to score as much as maybe you think she would, but she doesn't have to because the other girls are scoring and she's taking care of business there.
Yeah.
My unsung player, I was going to put out Leah Wallace, maybe. What do you think? Good choice?
Yeah.
Because Leah comes off the bench, right?
Yeah, she gets a lot of transition points, and she comes out there as a player you wouldn't notice to see something do it. She's kind of sneaky.
Very much so sneaky.
Yeah.
And she gets the points sometimes kind of quick, too.
Yeah.
Knows where to be to get those points. What year is she? She's a
senior.
Senior this year. Did you have a favorite moment in that Hayco tournament that kind of stands out in your mind when everything may have come together, something really you appreciated, really loved, or enjoyed?
I thought it was pretty funny when I shot a 3 and I missed it, and I went and got my own layup. I mean, I got my own rebound and then made a layup. Well, actually, I missed it, but it was so like cool that I got my own rebound because I normally get all the junk. So
follow the shot, right?
Yeah.
So I used to even say that to Paris Key. I thought Paris was that great player. We all know she was. But I would say, man, Paris could probably score maybe 6-8 more points a game if she might. I think sometimes players, you know this too because you're a shooter.
Yeah.
They take the shot. You're taught to follow through and watch the rim and all that. Sometimes you forget to rush in to try to follow that shot.
I don't.
You're on it.
Yeah.
All the time. Because you get some buckets too, about 2 or 3 feet from the basket. On that left side, you're home.
Yeah.
Sometimes you do get some of those extra shots because you kind of rush in and kind of.
Yeah.
How do you avoid getting any fouls called? What's the art, the technique to avoid the contact or the position where you may be trying to get that ball, get that rebound, but not get called for the foul?
I just kind of like depict on where the ball's going, and like if I'm shooting the ball, as soon as I release it, I know where it's going, so I can just like dodge the defense and get to the ball.
Do you feel like it's a cardinal sin if the ball hits the floor after it comes off and nobody gets that loose? We're watching these basketball games, we're announcing these games, and when a ball hits the floor, we all just kind of usually cringe. We feel like nobody should allow that ball to hit the floor.
Yeah.
You're a rebounder too, as well as a shooter then,
Yeah.
right? How did you get started all this basketball stuff? How did you get going back in the beginning? Where did it all come together?
I started playing rec ball at a small town, and I was like 8 years old, and I was just really good at it.
You were kind of the
whenever I
best
started.
player back in those days too?
Yeah.
Yeah. And everything came together good then.
Yeah.
What was the small town? Was it Lexington, did you say?
It was Bethany.
Bethany.
Yeah.
Where's Bethany?
I don't know.
Hard to remember, huh?
It's like, do you know where Reidsville is?
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
Maybe somewhere around
Yeah,
there.
like there's a Bethany, there's a Ruffin, there's all these kind of little towns up around that area. I remember those pretty well. Again with us, Toni Tucker, Northwest Guilford, and looking back over the tournament, over the things. When you're not playing for the school, where do you practice or work out? Where's your workout location when you're not playing or practicing in the Northwest? Have you got like a secondary workout location?
Yeah, I go to the Y with my dad because he's a personal trainer, and he's always.
Is that the gentleman over there?
Yeah.
He's a personal trainer. That guy, he looks like he may be in like the martial arts, maybe espionage or something like that. I've seen him around Northwest before. Wasn't sure he was. So he's a personal trainer then.
Yeah, and he's done a bodybuilding show before, so we've been trying to go in the weight room and get me stronger.
That's good.
So yeah.
That's good to have that kind of assistance, that kind of help, because he knows all the insides and knows what you need to be doing to get stronger.
Yeah.
Good stuff. Ever thought about going into bodybuilding yourself?
Yeah, I actually do want to do one day.
Wow, interesting.
Yeah.
I'd seen him at some games before. I don't know if he wears his shorts a lot during cold weather. Some guys really do. Yeah, I think I may have seen him, because I know I do myself sometimes. I've seen him there, yeah.
Yep.
Good stuff. Biggest influence on your basketball career other than your coaches? Who would you say maybe the biggest influence might be? Would it be your dad or someone else? Or
Well, other than coaches, it will probably be my parents pushing me to do well, and yeah.
Okay, put the parents on that list. Other than basketball, you got a favorite sport? Anything else you like to play?
I used to play softball, but I gave that up in middle school because I wanted to focus on basketball because I realized that's what I wanted to do.
Where does your athletic deal go as soon as the school year is over? What's the timetable then? Do you go continue playing basketball, take a little time off, or what?
I think we jumped straight into AAU, so we practice like twice a week, and once school ball's over, I'll be at the Y working on my game and getting stronger.
Up at the Spears YMCA?
Yeah.
Gotcha. Now, refresh my memory. Which AAU team are you with now these days?
The Gators.
The Gators. And who's that coach by again?
Coach Shelton.
Kristen Shelton.
Yeah.
Dynamic. Yeah, we love her. She's a great coach. Now, she's coached girls, because we got a group of girls that she coaches at St. Pius, I think, too.
Yeah.
Because we had some of her team in here last year. Yeah. She can really coach well. Favorite class at Northwest Guilford? Got a favorite class?
Weight training.
Man, this is interesting.
Yep.
The young lady likes the weight training. That's good stuff. Who teaches that over there?
Coach Everett. He's
That's,
one of the
Mike
easier
Everett?
teachers.
Coach Everett, Mike Everett?
I'm not sure if that's his first name.
Is that the guy who's, I know this guy, I'm sure. Is that Colson and
Yeah.
Duncan? Okay.
Yeah.
Is he kind of an easy guy? Easy going?
Yeah.
Does a good job?
Yeah.
He is, I guess, Mike Everett's just one of those good people. You know, no
Yeah,
doubt
he
about
is.
it. I like what you're saying there. I think it all comes together. If you could, if you got a least favorite class you don't like a whole lot,
History.
history, a little
Yeah.
tough there.
Yeah.
Surviving it though.
Yeah.
Okay.
Of course.
I like that. She's got a positive attitude too. Got that nature about her, aggressive nature. What about if you could add one class at Northwest? Is there a class you might add to the curriculum out there?
Maybe like a comedy skit class.
That's pretty good stuff.
Yeah.
I always thought that is a good idea because
Yeah.
there's so much of this American Idol with the music stuff. Maybe a little comedy type too.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm getting some insight from Toni Tucker tonight. And of all the colleges out there, if you could go to one, your choice, which one would you choose?
Lenore Ryan.
Okay, Lenore Ryan Bears then.
Yeah.
How did you come about with that? Lenore Ryan.
My old coach's daughter for the Vipers, she plays there. Her name's Jasmine Charles, and she's like won a lot of awards there. And we're both left-handed, and we both had the same number in high school. So, and she was coached by him, and that's my favorite coach ever. So
Good stuff, good
it's just
stuff.
like she's like my role model basically. So
And her name again, Jasmine Charles?
Jasmine Charles, yeah.
Good stuff. What do you think you'll realistically end up at in college?
I think that I could play at Lenore Ryan.
Right, so that's
Yeah.
going to be a goal. You're going to follow through with that goal and
Yeah.
go strong. Haven't got a lot of time left. I mean, it's going by pretty quick now.
Yeah.
Yeah, going well, going well. Outside of your sport, you've heard of Cam Newton, I know.
Yeah. Is that a football player?
Carolina Panthers, yeah.
Yeah.
Do you know who the Panthers coach is?
No.
Do you know who the Northwest Guilford Vikings quarterback was this past year for Northwest?
Yes. Josh Hummel, right?
You got it. Good
yeah.
job there. How about the name of the coach at Northwest? Your football coach at your school.
I don't know.
You don't know the head coach? Jared Rolfus. Does that ring a bell?
No. Yes.
There
Yeah.
you go. We got you
Okay.
now. Good deal, good deal. But you did know. Okay, 3-on-3 game. It's going to be me along with LeBron James.
I got LeBron James.
You're going to take LeBron
Yeah.
James, so I can't have him there.
No.
Okay, I'm going to go with me. I'll take Kobe Bryant. Me,
I'll take Kobe Bryant too.
This is slick. This is slick. She's on it. You're not going to take the Big Show away also, are you? You know the Big Show? You've heard of him?
No.
WWE
You can have
wrestling?
Shaq.
Oh man, this kid's. I like that comedy class stuff is working.
Yeah.
It's coming. I like it. That's good stuff. If I get stuck with Shaq on his kind of his down band, that's kind of tough there because he's doing the commercials now for that Icy Hot. That's what I mean. So I got
Yeah.
Shaq and I got who else did you have?
I have LeBron and Kobe.
Okay.
Yeah.
I got beat. Man, I got to find some more help now. You're doing good on this. How about if you're playing against 3 girls? You're going to go yourself and 2 other girls. Who does 2 other girls be?
My friend Maddie Hallman, she goes to East Davidson.
Okay, I've seen that name. Yeah, I posted that
Yeah.
name on the website because she's a pretty good scorer. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, and probably Lindsay Golden on my team.
Little
She's
Lindsay
a
Golden.
little- Yeah.
Little number 4, right?
Yeah.
The point guard.
Yeah.
We were here last week with Coach Tuggle at Greensboro College. I think he said that's his niece. You ever heard of Coach Tuggle, maybe? No? Anyway, he was a former Northwest Guilford player. Interesting about Northwest Guilford. I didn't mention this anywhere yet, but I'll mention it here today. It's kind of interesting the fact that Coach Joyner, former Northwest Guilford student and player, and also Coach Revis, Northwest Guilford student player.
Yeah.
How about yourself? What do you do when you get into the business world, out of the college graduation, all that's done? What kind of work you be doing down the road?
I think I want to be a dental assistant, something like that.
It's a great mix you got because you got the comedy part, you got the weight training, but
Yeah.
then a dental assistant. You got to change that personality a little bit for that too.
Yep.
That's good stuff. So kind of the dental hygienist and assistant
Yeah,
type?
something like that.
Not bad at all. If you had to start all over again, your basketball career, anything you might change?
I would have started earlier, and I would probably work on my right hand earlier
Tell you
too,
what,
but
though,
I still have more time to do that.
I tell people all the
Yeah.
time, just talking basketball, that left hand is so important.
Yeah.
I mean, because it's so unique. Because so many people I even talk to Haley about this sometimes about her left side layups because she likes to go in her hand with her right. She's
Yeah.
still not concerned about get that left hand, but she will. But that left hand is so big. And the left, I mean, I've talked to a lot of people who shoot basketball. They would rather shoot from the left side of the court any day of the week than the right side of the court.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just one of those things. Love the left hand. And if you can shoot left-handed free throws and right-handed free throws, it seems like to me you would have a big boost over the other players. A couple of final things for Toni Tucker here. Let's see. Next opponent's going to be, again, High Point Central, right?
Yeah.
That's tomorrow at their place?
Yes.
Okay, that's going to be a game I think you guys can win, but you got to be serious, got to be focused. Something special you do before every game. It's like a little routine you might go through before a game.
Yeah, I do my PGP.
PGP?
Yeah.
Now what is that?
Pre-game poop.
That's good. That's good. Pre-game poop. PGP. I like it. You came up with that yourself.
Yeah.
I know. I taught these football players back when I was younger. They were like on these football. Every guy had he had to throw up before a game. Had to go in the bathroom, and you'd be with a football team. You're in the locker room. You're sitting around. You hear this guy on the team, hear him throwing up, and it's like time to play.
Yeah.
Pre-game poop. I mean, that is important.
Yeah.
I love it. I love it. This kid is good. I like her stuff. Looking at this one. Who's the female role model for you for basketball? You have anybody that's like a role model? You would say this.
Yeah, Jasmine Charles.
Back to your friend up at Lenore
Yeah.
Run.